The coronavirus outbreak is now a pandemic. The World Health Organization calls the spread and severity alarming. There are more than 121,000 cases and over 4,300 deaths worldwide. Our Peter Haskell spoke with former head of the CDC and City Health Commissioner Dr. Thomas Frieden.
The pandemic label sounds scary and brings to mind Hollywood thrillers, but it doesn't speak to the severity of the illness.
A pandemic is a disease which is spreading widely in multiple countries.
Now it's official.
Like
New York City St. Patrick's Day parade has been canceled.
A little bit more
the
than
number
just
of
a flu,
COVID-19
maybe?
cases in New Jersey is continuing to go up. Governor Murphy telling WCBS there are 8 new cases to report.
New Jersey now has had cumulatively 23 positives, one of which sadly is a fatality, which was announced a couple of days ago, sadly. And of the remaining 22, 20 are in the hospital. 2 are self-quarantined from home. Clearly, you know, this is something that is iterative. We are doing everything we can to stay out ahead of this.
New York City has placed restrictions on cruise ships coming in and out of Manhattan and Red Hook, Brooklyn. When asked about cruise ship restrictions in New Jersey, Governor Murphy said, quote, "You have to wonder why anyone would go on a cruise right now."
We don't know if it's going to spread more widely than the flu. We don't know if it will make more people sick than the flu. We don't know if it will have a seasonality as the flu does in our environment.
Dr. Frieden expects the outbreak will get worse before it gets better.
You know what? People just need to chill out. If from what I've heard so far is that it's elderly and people that are already sick to begin with that are dying from it. So I think people need to stop stressing because it's not like some big mass thing. It's just that it's more contagious than other things.
Those kind of people that like plan for the end of the world, those people are having a field day right now.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I have a bug out bag. All I got were masks. That's all I put in it so far. And
My
that's what
email
I
every day.
needed, so.
Coronavirus mask. It only helps if you've got the thing. It doesn't help you from getting it.
But then they say that if someone coughs in your mouth, nose, or eyes.
Yeah, that's not a good thing anyway.
Yeah.
Well, you know when it really hit me though? When my son, the school called last night and said that he had no school today and tomorrow. I said because they've seen a New Rochelle and stuff like that. It's happened.
Well, there's a case in East Brunswick.
That's what scared me.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh my gosh,
So now
that's
I'm
really
looking
close.
for
Because I
over
live in
the
Old
weekend.
Bridge.
And if there's any more, I'm sure that next week, they're looking at next week already. They're not sure for attending school. If there's one more case, you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to close it. They're not going to take any chances here.
Well, if there's one case, it seems to me there's probably many.
Yep, that's what I would think because a lot of people don't get tested.
Right. A lot of people aren't being tested,
So
and
we're
then it
lying
doesn't
dormant.
show up for 5 days.
Yeah, we're lying dormant right now. So I just figured the worst when it
I
comes to
don't
things like this. People aren't
Right,
generally
that's
courteous.
what you gotta do.
Right? People aren't courteous. I want to be as careful as I can. If that means self-quarantine, hey.
What's the name of the school that's closed?
Central Elementary. You'll see it when we pull
And
into our
that's in
developments.
East Brunswick. I think all East Brunswick schools are closed.
Yeah, they are.
They say until Monday, and it's until they figure out
Well,
what's
Sunday
up.
night we're going to know
'Cause
more.
every day,
Yeah.
like as of today, there's 45 new cases in New York City.
Watch by tomorrow.
Did you guys have today off?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, was today the first day off?
Yes.
Okay. Has anything happened at your school?
There's a presumed case.
Oh, what school is it?
Old Bridge High School,
yeah,
right here.
Oh, there's one in Old Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a presumed case in Old Bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that the kid didn't go. The kid doesn't go to the school. I think he's younger.
No, he does. He does.
He goes to high school. He goes to.
Yeah. He didn't go to school this week though, because he thought he had it, so he got tested
Oh, I
last
heard
week.
about
Nobody
that.
knows who it is, but him and his mom have a presumed positive case.
Yeah. And if he went to the school, everyone's getting it. Like.
But honestly, I feel like I don't think we should have waited for a case. I feel
Exactly.
Like we should have closed down a couple days ago, maybe even a week ago.
Like.
Because I feel like that's how you prevent it. We can't wait for everybody to have it.
Exactly. East Brunswick has a case.
I can't.
It's right here.
Right, I heard about that yesterday.
Yeah, East Brunswick has
It's
it.
right here.
I can't bring this. I can't bring it home to my parents.
So they're closed for school, and they open us up for school on Thursday.
Huh?
Like,
Yeah.
that's just increasing the risk. Even though no one's confirmed of having it, they easily could have it. You know what I mean?
They most likely have.
Were there a lot of kids that didn't go?
Yeah,
On Thursday?
there was a lot of like moms coming in to pick up their kid.
Yeah, well, I'm on that.
As soon as they heard about it?
Yeah.
Or- My sister's a teacher, so she's,
Oh, yeah,
she said she's had it. I mean, she's in Michigan, but that's the funny thing is like this whole drama's playing itself out in every single state.
It's the whole
in
country.
a different way. But I think New York has the most cases because it's over 400
That's
now.
crazy. I'm hoping it dies down maybe in a couple months because we have our senior Disney trip in June.
Oh, yeah.
They might cancel it.
And I'm supposed to be going to school in New York.
It changes every day, the information. It's just not the same world at all that it was only 5 days ago. I just talked to a rider who confirmed that there is not only one case but two cases in East Brunswick. And I mean, it's like maybe it's the new normal or something. They're shutting all the schools in East Brunswick and Old Bridge, that close. So that means that there's cases in Old Bridge. But that doesn't surprise me because we are so close to New York. The guy that I just drove came from New York. So, you know, if you get it, it probably won't be that bad, I guess is what it comes down to. We just found out on the radio, Tom Hanks and his wife, Rita, I guess is her name, they came down with it and they're in Australia. An NBA player has it, and so all the NBA games are postponed. The St. Patrick's Day parade is postponed. I've never seen anything like this. The one hand, people are saying, oh, it's no big deal. You know, it's just like the flu or something. The guy that I just drove to his car, I don't know why I drove him to his car, but from like a park and ride in Old Bridge. He came from New York and he does operations, and he was just told to take all this time off till Monday. So he's just happy to be home. He's the one who told me that there has been 2 cases in East Brunswick. So Michigan, where I come from, there's no cases, and I'm just like surrounded by it. So my throat gets tight, and I feel like I'm having difficulty breathing just thinking about it. But I'm not sick.
My ex-husband just came to the room. We were all hanging out.
What room?
Me and my daughters were, you know, just playing, and he said, yeah,
Okay.
School's gonna be closed any day now. They found a case in East Brunswick. And I guess they're closing all the East Brunswick schools now.
Where did that come from? Because I didn't hear it on the radio. I heard Middlesex. But
He just heard it on whatever he was doing in the bedroom. I have no clue, to be quite honest, but...
okay, and you guys live in Old Bridge.
Yeah.
I live in Old Bridge too, right next to East Brunswick. When people want to know where Old Bridge is, I say East Brunswick.
Yeah.
So that's how close it is. So, how did he get that?
He might have gotten an update on his phone. He's been getting them all day.
It's happening in New York. It's happening.
And
here.
everybody here is from there. Myself
It's from New York,
so.
right. It's like the same thing. It's like where New York comes to rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I drive people from New York every single day. So where are you guys from in New York?
Brooklyn.
Okay. I haven't heard about there being that many cases in Brooklyn.
I think there's 23 now in New York.
New York State, last I heard, was 212. 1 death in New Jersey, 1 death in New York.
Yeah.
But when it was in China, it was so far away, it didn't seem like it was going to affect us.
Mm-hmm. And now all of Italy's quarantines, and it's nuts. It's scary now. I thought it was a joke when everybody was going crazy over it. I was like, it was a big deal, you know? It's like
And
another
people
flu.
that's what people were saying. It's like, oh, it's no big deal. And like, I don't want to listen to that because I have an Uber car and they go to school in Old Bridge and
Yes.
East Brunswick?
No, just Old Bridge.
Just Old Bridge? And you think they're going to close those schools too?
Yep. We already received emails regarding if they can be taught via the internet, if they would be alright. Like release forms.
Oh, you had to sign a release. Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. I always thought they should do that because of the shootings anyway.
Yeah.
Like you go to school, you don't know if
they did put cops in every single Old Bridge school now. Not just a security guard, actual police officers sit and man the schools now.
They have to.
You don't have to wait to see what it would look like on Broadway to limit theaters to 500 patrons because we've gotten word that the Great White Way will shut down tonight and stay shuttered for at least a month. You can probably imagine that what that shutdown is going to do to local businesses and workers who depend on the theater district and other small businesses.
soon as I got in, I just saw everybody in that one aisle trying to get tissues and paper towels.
They're all just in the same aisle?
Yeah. That, pasta was a big thing.
I noticed like a lot of soup was missing last night.
What's that?
A lot of soup was gone.
Soup. Like canned goods like corn and string beans and all that stuff.
What do you think everybody's thinking?
I mean, I know the big thing was when Trump declared it as a national thing.
Emergency.
That was what I guess tipped everybody off about it.
See,
as if it couldn't get any worse.
Okay, because he said national emergency, so that means this is for real.
Yeah.
Everybody take shelter.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was just today, Friday the 13th, by the way.
Yeah, that's scary too.
I actually felt like a sense of, what would you call it, like false sense of security. Because he was like only 2 weeks more, and it'll be fine, you know. So, and then I thought about that, and I thought, you know, that's probably, some people are saying it's going to be months. Some people say this is like the new reality.
Yeah.
You know, the new normal. So, but I can tell that those of you that work at ShopRite and Walmart are kind of rolling your eyes at everybody.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
So,
especially when it comes to stuff like that, you know, like with the tissues and everything. Like canned goods, I completely get that. But I feel like what it comes down to is everybody calls everybody crazy for getting tissues, but you don't want to be the crazy one that doesn't have them.
Right.
And golf courses are open. Go get some fresh air, take some deep breaths, de-stress, play some golf, even if you don't play well, nobody cares.
It's just a different world. Like, it's totally different now. Coronavirus is all they're talking about. Today is March 13th, Friday. Today, it was declared a national emergency. And it's just all anybody's talking about. It's just the craziest thing myself or anyone else has ever seen. My Amazon Flex went through, so I'll be able to make money doing that if the rides slow down. And I believe they will as of Monday, because a lot of people aren't going to work, aren't going to school, and are being instructed to stay put. And if other people are like me, really just about everything that you need is on the computer, on the television. You know, pretty soon they'll be getting stir crazy and want to go out. But tomorrow will probably be busier, because who knows? It's really hard to read from day to day, because this has only been the way it is right now for maybe a week or so.